Asian Gamer Bro.
What's up, everybody? It's me, your Asian Gamer Bro, back again. And on today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Stardrop for the PC. This is actually an early access edition. I was able to get a free code from the lead developer and publisher, Jor Visser. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, Jor. But yes, thank you for a free copy. And basically, an early access edition game is when consumers are able to play a game, and if there's any like bugs or problems with the game, we could report it to the developer ourselves. So it was really cool. And it's a short 2-3 hour game that I finished. I didn't get a chance to play the side missions, but I'm just gonna dive right into the good and the bad and what I thought about the game, and I'll give a review score at the end. So if you guys haven't checked out my Stardrop walkthrough series, make sure you guys check it out. If you guys liked it and have been liking it, then make sure you guys subscribe to me, your Asian Gamer Bro. So in Stardrop, it is a first-person, story-driven narrative game. It's almost a space exploration game, but without the like planets being involved. It's more like a ship exploration game. It's a game that is played immensely through discovery, and you're on the ship. You play as Aryn, and your only way communication, and the other person on the ship is John, and you guys are talking through your headsets, and you guys are on the ship together, and basically you go and explore the ship, and you just try to fix the ship and land at and basically you try to land. Basically you gotta get the ship up and running so you guys can land home and basically get there safely. And with Aryn, she's really curious about her ways of the ship. So when I was playing, I was just trying to explore every nook and cranny as I can. And there was John in the game who was telling me basically what I needed to do. And for the first hour or so, it was a little bit slow to pick up. But after the first hour, it really started picking up, just because there were more things to do. And John was he was started coming alive as a character, and I feel like the character progression between John and Aryn were really it was really good to see and hear, because the chemistry they had was awesome. There you go.
I'm on the bridge.
Great. The flight data should be on one of these terminals.
I'll take a look around.
That's what I really liked about this game, was the chemistry between John and Aryn, and the way that story was really personable, just because they were the only two on the ship, as we know of, and they were talking in this one-way communication headset, and I really liked it. They did a really fantastic job. I have to say that the graphics were done beautifully for a game that didn't have a lot of money that put into it, because this was a Kickstarter game that came out last year, and they were only able to raise like $3,000. I think the goal was $5,000 or $10,000, but they're only able to raise $3,000. And for what they did to use, and for what they had in terms of the funding and to make this game, they did a really successful job. I really like the graphics in this game. They were beautiful. They were beautifully done. It was used by the Unreal 3 engine, and every part of the ship felt like it was really nicely done. The models. The character models in the game were okay. They weren't the best. John and Aryn kind of like ragdolls for a second, but in terms of level design, you could tell like the production value wasn't great. Like every single place looked kind of generic, but at least every single area looked like it was very 3D like. It was very realistic, and that's what I really appreciate about this small indie game. So some bad things about the game that I complained about was basically there's a couple bugs and frame rate drops, particularly when you pull out the data pad and you try to use the flash drive at the same time, and then you get the sensor ability, the frame starts dropping, and I wasn't too fond of that because it really slowed down the game. The game lagged a lot. It didn't completely crash out on me. There was a point in the middle of the game where I was playing and it told me to press a button to get to the next objective when I was trying to repair one of those generators, and I was standing there for like literally 10-15 minutes trying to press it, and I couldn't press it. I tried clicking on my mouse, I tried clicking on my my controller, and it didn't work. So I had to restart the game, and then I was able to press it right away when I restarted the game. So I thought that was a little frustrating. There's a couple parts where I had to backtrack in the game because you did have to, you know, capture certain points of the game, capture these mission objectives, so you could progress to the next area of the ship. And I'm not like a big backtracking guy. Any kind of games I'm very strict upon. But it didn't hinder my experiences with the backtracking, but I'm just not a big fan of it. So overall, I think the game it's really fun. It's a short game. I definitely think, it's on sale right now for like $10.49. You should definitely pick it up. You'll have a good time with it. There are a couple bugs, but like I said, since it's an early access edition, they are working the kinks and bugs, and a lot of stuff that happened in my playthrough experience, they probably fixed already, so that should be good. But overall, it's an early access game, so it wouldn't be fair for me to give it like a really bad score, but it wouldn't be fair for me to give it a really great score just because the game is still under development. And that's the whole point of the early access games that we consumers are privileged to play. So overall, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. And for me, that's a really good score for what I played through and for what the game is right now. And I think it's a fair score for what the game deserves. Alrighty, Gamer Bros, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Stardrop for the PC Early Access Edition. I think the game comes out right now, so I gotta make sure I get this review up and running. So if you guys really like this video, make sure you guys hit the like button. And if you guys really like this video, go ahead and subscribe to me, your Asian Gamer Bro. Until next time, let's get a Gamer Bro salute out of here. I'll see you guys on the other side.